up, y'all? This is Mark. Welcome to Cooking for Poor Folk. I've been a restaurant cook for over 25 years. And one thing I realized, out of all the restaurants I've eaten in and the food I've cooked, most people just want regular food. The type of food that your mom cooked when you was a kid. Most people can't afford to eat like people with money. And these times with the economy going south, I want to show you different ways to stretch out food, how to take leftovers and mix them with other things to put together a meal. Everything's simple, everything's, user-friendly. It's all about the food. If it tastes good, it's good. It doesn't have to be all proper and all that crap. It's all about the food and what it tastes like. You don't have to use high-end brands and all that. Most of the food I use a lot of no-name food, pastas. I use a lot of no-name, but when I get finished with it, it's good. So this is all about poor folk taking what they had, the resources that they had, and having fun coming up with things. All right, here we go. All right, so what I'm about to make now, just a basic pasta with chicken. What I'm going to use is some macaroni and cheese dinner, some regular pasta, bow tie farfalle, a little bit of penne. Now the difference is when I cook this, I have to cook this last because we all know when you make macaroni and cheese dinner, it takes, a couple minutes for the noodles to cook. So what I like to do first is cook the regular pasta. It takes a while to cook it. Just when it's almost done, I throw this in to complete it. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Actually, before I even do that, I'm going to go ahead and start my chicken. I went and microwaved my chicken beforehand. Usually I would bake it, but I don't have time. I don't feel like baking it right now. So what I'm going to do, I already microwaved it, and I'm going to go ahead and saute it with some seasoning on it, and then show you how I put it all together. So let me get my chicken out here, out the microwave. So you got all the juices on the bottom. I can use it for my pasta. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is a little warm, so pull the skin off. My pan is already warming up. Should be getting pretty hot pretty quick. Get the skin off here. Right on the chopping board. I'll pull the skin off like this, like such. See all that stuff, I can use that. I like to get a lot of the fatty crap off it if I can. Okay. This off to the side. Okay. One thing I did before I grabbed this chicken was I washed my hands. You always wash your hands when you're working with anything. I'm going to wash my hands again. Okay. Always wash your hands first when you cook, especially when you're dealing with raw meat. Okay, so next what I am going to do, get my trusty knife here as well. Okay, so I want to take this off the bone here. Some of this meat. Now, some of it's not right through because I microwaved it. But I'll get in the pan. My pan is getting pretty hot. I'll turn that down a little bit. Okay. I always try to get as much as I can off the bone. Okay. Alrighty. After this, I'm using a chicken breast. I'm using a chicken thigh. It's pretty hot. Probably should wait till it cool down, but I'm a little impatient right now. Plus, when you work in kitchens as long as I have, dealing with hot food doesn't bother you as much. You kind of get used to it. Okay, we'll roll over to the side. The napkin. Okay. Okay. Okay, now, what I'm going to sauteing. So put a little bit of oil. Don't need much. A little bit of butter. I like to put the oil and butter something. Oil just to start the process. Start with some butter. Then all around in there. Break my little chicken pieces up. Heat that a little bit. Usually I just cut it up. If it was raw, I just cut it up with a knife. So if I can pick it, I just want to lightly season it. Like I said, when you don't have a whole lot of money, sometimes you have to get creative. And that's what I am doing right now. Getting creative. You know what I mean? Okay. Get that cooking a little bit. Come over here and grab spoon. Now this is going to be the base of my flavor for the whole pasta. How I season my chicken. It's going to be the base of my whole thing there. So now seasonings. Let me come over here, grab some of these seasonings. I think I'm going to use some pepper. Always season your food really good. Some pepper. Sometimes I use fresh crack, but you know what? In the hood, they use pepper. Doesn't matter. You don't need it. You don't need it. You just need the seasoning. It doesn't have to be nothing fancy. Sea salt. I never use iodized salt. I use sea salt. Not the bleach stuff. Italian seasoning. Italian seasoning. Rosemary. Oregano. A little bit of crushed red pepper. I like my food spicy, by the way. Okay, and I think I am good for that for now. Now, I can get that in there. Like I said, it's already pretty much cooked. I just want to get the coat of seasoning on that. Now, while that's in the pan, I already put salt in my water. You always salt your water when you make a pasta. We're going to go, wait a minute first, I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, now I'm going to put my pasta in. I'm going to put some, just for me and my two kids tonight, so I'm just going to put maybe a handful of penne, a handful of farley, bow tie pasta, what we call it. Okay, it's not pasta. I got a little bit more of that in there. I'll let that cook for a minute. Get back to my chicken. Nice little seasoning coat on it. Now, while it's like that, a lot of times when you cook, when you fry stuff in the pan, the seasonings cook onto the pan, and you want to deglaze that with something, what they call deglazing, where you put stock or something in it. I'm going to use this to deglaze it. It's not really on the pan, but just to give you an idea of how you can use the juices. I'll put the juices in here. You can pick up some of the flavor that's on the pan. I'll just put that on low. It's basically cooked. I just want to season it a little bit. Let me stir this a little bit more. Remember, I don't have to put this in to last because the noodles will cook super fast. And I'll use this to make my sauce, the little packet as well. That's also what I think I want to do now. While I am waiting, let me clean my board real quick. Let's come back here. Also, I'm going to put some garlic in this. So, grab some cloves of garlic. Okay. And I'll actually add it to my little chicken back here. I tell you, it's good to learn how to cook, especially when you're young. The ladies like people who can cook, everything who can cook. So you know that. The key to that is have them watch you cook. And when they ask any help, you always say, "No, I got this." It's always good to know how to cook, if not anything, for the ladies. All about the ladies. All right. We'll chop this up. Slice that up a little bit. Nice little nice. Doesn't have to be that small, but just you know, I don't like my garlic too chunky. Like just chunky enough. Down a little bit.